Hello everyone, today we're gonna take a look at Bitcoin and check out the movements that it did in the past few days. If you guys like the content, remember to give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we know that in the past few days Bitcoin had a pretty steep correction. It was trading at around 50,000 and then it drops to 30,000. So let's go ahead and use a chart for it. So yeah, this was the the hardest felt correction, because when we dropped 10% here, like nobody was thinking that it might go lower. Everyone was thinking that it might recover. But if we look at this pattern here, we know that we can observe that we had higher higher lows and higher highs until up this point. You can see that the low in this area was uh, lower than the low here. So and the high in this area was also lower than the previous high. So we had a change. Let's remove drawings if we could. Draw a polyline. We had higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, and lower high. So this was an indication that momentum is slowing down and we might have a steep correction. Obviously, it's pretty hard to predict stuff like that, but if you go back in the past, uh, we can see that it's quite normal for Bitcoin to have this kind of 40 to 50% corrections. We had one here, 40% here, 40% here, 30% here. So it should not worry anyone too much, but obviously I would not recommend dumping all your savings in this area. But if we look in the past, it is not the greatest time to buy, but it's an okay time to buy. Here we have the 20-week moving average, and we are pretty way down below it. So we for the bull market to continue, we need to recover above this level pretty quickly. Like in the next few weeks, we need to trend up a lot higher from here. So we'll see how that turns out in the future. Uh, because right now anything can happen. Like we might consolidate in this area for a few months before breaking out again, or we might have a V-shaped recovery. Like in the next few weeks, just start to momentum should shift, and we should start trading higher. Also, when Bitcoin is in this area, be careful with your favorite altcoins, because when Bitcoin is below its 20-week moving average, altcoins tend to bleed a lot against Bitcoin. Right now, today is a day of recovery. Everything is in the green, and you can see that if Bitcoin is up 8%, like altcoins are like 20%, 25%. They're up a lot more than Bitcoin. Like you take a look at Uni, it's 40% up. So yeah, be careful when you're navigating the market right now, because yeah, let's take a look at Chainlink, for example. we can see that Chainlink had a total of 70% correction against the US dollar in the past, what's like 2 weeks. 70% correction. So maybe after 50%, you said, "Oh, it's a great time to buy," and it is. Historically, is a great time. It's an okay time to buy, not a great time. A great time to buy was in this area or in this area, obviously. But if we take a look at Chainlink, it generally trends higher. It has these steep corrections, then it trends higher. So my expectation for Chainlink is that it's gonna do something like this in the next months. But that depends, of course, that depends on what's Bitcoin gonna do. Because if Bitcoin is gonna trend lower, let's say around 20k, I find it hard to believe that Chainlink is gonna do this move right here. I find it hard to believe. But again, anything is possible. Anything is possible with cryptocurrencies. So I did buy from the 50% correction down to, let's say, yeah, in this area. I did pick up some Chainlink in this area, and we'll see what's gonna happen next. But it's obviously quite risky. So do your homework and assess your risk, because Chainlink might go even lower if Bitcoin goes lower, and Link might bleed a lot more against Bitcoin. It might do something like this. Obviously, this was because Bitcoin trended a lot higher and faster than Chainlink in this period. If we take a look at the timestamps, this is August of 2020 to December of 2020. So let's see what happened with Chainlink in that period against the dollar. It went up. Actually, it went down from its local top here. Then it traded sideways. This was a great time to buy. So yeah, it actually went down and then sideways, while Bitcoin went straight up. So that's why the Link valuation against Bitcoin was trading lower. Link had a 74% correction against Bitcoin. Again, this was probably a great time to buy, and I did buy some Chainlink and Cardano in this area, and it went all right for me from here. So yeah, this was my update. Sorry for my laptop, it's starting his engines, but yeah, this is my take on the current market. Be careful, tread carefully, because we might have some turbulent waters in like the next 6 months. I don't know. It all depends on what Bitcoin does relative to its 20-week moving average. Because when it falls below the 20-week moving average, well, obviously this is the bear market, but let's say in the last year, when it falls below, it takes around, this is 3 months. It went a bit up, but it didn't held it as support. So this is, yeah, more than 6 months for Bitcoin to get above the 20-week moving average. So from here, 6 months, we might see Bitcoin trading sideways for the next 6 months, until November. That's a possibility, of course. There are no certainties, there are only probabilities, because Bitcoin might do something like this. you know, it went down, and it might do something like this. But obviously it's just speculation. It might do a V-shaped recovery and trade higher, or it might do something like this. From here, you know, have a bit of a rally, fail to hold the 20-week moving average as support, and just do this. And then we might start to trade higher. We shall see which one is gonna turn out to be true. So until next time, remember to give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.